From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
Facebook is rolling out messaging between all of its apps. It may be user-friendly, but does it impact your privacy settings? Our tech expert weighs in next.
Well, have you heard, or perhaps you've seen it? Facebook is now offering a cross-messaging service between all its platforms. So we're talking Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. Not everyone's too happy about it, though. Here to discuss is tech expert Nick Walney. Good morning to you. So are some people actually already seeing this change?
That's correct, Melissa. So this update has been rolled out by Facebook earlier this month, but users are just now starting to see the effect of it and see those updates in their own apps. Particularly if you use Instagram, you've probably seen a prompt of updates that include more exciting messaging options, more enriched messaging options. Facebook is actually doing this to sweeten the pot a little bit. They want you to opt in to their new cross-messaging service as they begin to pilot their ultimate vision, which is to have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger all be connected from a messaging perspective. So you could basically message someone from one app and they could receive it on another app if you choose.
I'm trying to figure out how this all works. So it's basically just one super app then?
Not exactly. The goal of all of this is that Facebook really wants to own messaging. So you would stay on the app that you're already on, which is good news if you're someone that doesn't like Facebook but loves Instagram, or vice versa. You're not going to have to worry about all of these apps getting melded together in some way. Facebook wants to keep those properties separate, but they want to allow you to message people that are using one of their other properties because, again, that's more data for them.
Okay, so you're saying that some tech experts are a little concerned about this. What are those concerns?
Yeah, Facebook has already gotten into quite a bit of trouble when it comes to antitrust investigations, being accused of being a monopoly, and owning the way that people communicate with one another. So the concern is that by combining these apps, that monopoly is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The other really big concern is that year after year, as Facebook rolls out any big user interface updates for any of its platforms, often you have to re-opt in to your privacy settings. So if you've set up certain circumstances or certain preferences, you will need to reset those after you opt in to this new ecosystem that they've created. So the concern is that, why is Facebook continuing to make it so hard to manage your privacy by continuing to move the privacy settings all around in their different apps? So it's something that's raised a question mark for a lot of tech experts.
Well, if you feel like Facebook is sort of taking over your life, what can you do to not feel like Big Brother is always watching you?
Yeah, many people don't realize that Facebook has tracking software, tracking code that many small business owners can put on their websites and things like that. So whenever you visit a website that has Facebook's code on it, Facebook is able to follow you and it's able to make some notes about what your preferences are. For many people, they might go into their Facebook profile right now, look at their interests and see what Facebook is saying their interests are. And they might say to themselves, you know what? I never said that I liked that. I never said that I liked a particular page that was about a certain food or a certain celebrity or something like that. But Facebook is automatically updating that based on your browsing behavior. So it's something that is important for consumers to know about in terms of going in, manually changing that, and again, always knowing where the privacy settings are on these apps so that you feel totally comfortable with what data is and isn't being shared.
Oh, Nick, I'm so glad you have us to walk us through all of this because I'm technically, I don't even know what the word is, ignorant. No. Thank you so much. Great info to share.
Thanks for having me.
Tried to think of the politically correct word there, but it wouldn't come out.